Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this moth and butterfly using the Symmetry tool in Procreate. So to start, let's create a new canvas size by hitting the plus button up here and the plus again. And we're going to make the color profile RGB because we're going to it looks better on the screen. And if we were printing it, we would do CMYK, but for now I'm going to choose RGB. And for the dimensions, let's do 2160 by 2700 with 300 DPI. This is the same dimensions as an Instagram post, which would be 1080 by 1350. And at 300 DPI in inches, it would be 7.2 inches by 9 inches. So I think that's good enough for this. So let's hit the check mark. All right, to start, we are going to go into Drawing Guide, edit the Drawing Guide, and select Symmetry. All right, we can see that Drawing Assist is on. Now the first thing that we're going to draw is the moth. So to start, we're going to begin with the body of the moth. So start up here and draw kind of a larger shape tapering off to a smaller area at the end. Moths, because they're so small, kind of have bigger bodies compared to their wings. Then we're going to do the antennas and just do a fun little shape like this. Actually, I'm going to redraw it like that. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new layer for the circles on the moth. I don't love using this drawing assist when doing circles on the center line. As you can see here, kind of makes them harder to create circles. So instead, let's just take off the drawing assist and we're just going to draw circles. And this is going to create like a little pattern on the moth. Now you can hold the finger down to get a perfect circle, or you can go up here on the drop down and select a circle. Or if you want, you don't even have to have a perfect circle. You can completely have an imperfect circle and create your shapes that way. Sometimes imperfections look better than perfect circles. All right, now that we have the moth's body, let's create the wings. So I'm going to create a new layer and I'm going to go to Drawing Assist. And for the wing, I'm going to say that the bottom portion comes out a little bit lower than the body. So I'm going to set that up like that. And then I'm going to set the angle of the top wing like this. So we kind of have guides of where the wing is going to be going. Then we're just going to round the edges and connect them. And then here you can round the edge up and connect that. I'm going to bring this wing in a little bit more so it doesn't flare out so much. All right, perfect. Now we can go back to the body of the moth and kind of erase the parts underneath the wing. We can also clean up this wing if we need to. And always feel free to redraw anything until it's exactly how you like. The Symmetry tool definitely does make things a lot easier and faster. So it's really fun to use it for insects. A lot of times I've tried to use it on faces, but sometimes faces look really weird symmetrical. I just don't think people have absolutely symmetrical faces. So works well for animals, but I don't love it for people. All right, now we're kind of creating some patterns that we can play with color on the moth. And moths oftentimes have kind of this circle on their wing. So I'm going to do that and just kind of fill in a shape inside. And that's it. We're done with our moth. Let's merge those layers and we're going to move on to the butterfly. Now, butterflies are very delicate. A lot of when you draw them, there's a lot of, oops, I forgot to put on the drawing assist. There's a lot of fragile, thin lines. So it's the body of this butterfly is going to be a lot thinner than the moth. Whoops. So this you have to play around with a little bit. Keeps making I kind of want to make it evenly thick throughout. Okay, so there's the body. And for the butterfly, we're going to do the antennas a little differently. We're just going to arch them. All right, next we're going to work on the body, or the wings, I should say, of the butterfly. And often when I work on butterflies, I've noticed that the top wing is quite a bit, not quite a bit, but a little bit larger than the bottom wing. So let's flare out this top wing and swoop it down, bring it in. And then the bottom wing is going to be a little bit smaller, and we're going to kind of make these wavy lines. All right, perfect. All right, the next thing we're going to do for the butterfly is we're going to give it this outer coloring on the outer edge of the wing. So taper in at the point and then bring it back out. And this will give you a good area to color in when we get to that part. Now I'm going to do a second layer of coloring that we can do, and always taper it kind of at the center point. And like that. All right, then the next thing we're going to do are the lines of the butterfly. So these are kind of delicate, and a lot of times I'm going to do it as a different layer, but I'm going to make sure I have a drawing assist. This way, if I make any mistakes, I can go back and erase and not affect any of the lines below it. So we can begin by connecting the lines there. And let's see, a lot of times you can take the lines from the curvy points on these outer edges and bring them in. And then I'm going to curve one up like this. Okay, and then for the bottom, I'm going to do a circular shape like that, and then bring the lines out to these curves. All right, the next thing that's adds some fun patterns to a butterfly are these circles. So let's draw some circles in the wing. And this will give us a good place to add color and pattern. I also kind of like to add dots along the top. Perfect, beautiful. Now we have our moth and our butterfly. So let's merge the butterfly, and we'll merge both of them actually, and we're going to bring the opacity down once we do the coloring. So let's create a new layer and put it below the sketch so we can see the sketch as we color. And I'm going to start with a butterfly, and I'm going to use a palette that I created, and I actually sell it on my own website if you're interested. It's called Zen Vivid. But for this butterfly, I'm going to make it pink. And the colors I'm going to choose are, I don't even know if there's a butterfly in nature that's this color, but hey, we get to be creative and choose what we like. So I'm going to make it blue and pink. So when it comes to coloring in, I love the dry ink brush. It adds a very grainy kind of texture, and has kind of like this imperfect quality to it that's really nice. I think what I love the most about working in Procreate is that you can have these imperfections because you're drawing by hand, where a lot of times when you work in Illustrator, there's a lot of perfection because everything's made in perfect circles or shapes. So it feels a bit more handmade when you're working in Procreate. So, oh gosh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set drawing assist. So I'm going to make it hard on myself. So let's start over and put drawing assist and start over again. And let's just make sure it's happening on both sides. All right, you can do a curved line and kind of hold it down. And then the line will be less jagged and kind of more curved edge. So if you ever want to kind of correct some of your lines when you're doing an arc, remember to do that. And again, I'll show you it. You start here and curve out and kind of hold at the end, and then the line straightens up and corrects itself. All right, now to the fun part. We're just going to color this in. I always love the coloring in part. I think it's so relaxing. I think that's probably why a lot of people do art and love coloring books. There's something just relaxing that you don't have to think, and it just really takes your mind off of thinking about anything else. All right, now I'm going to work on the body of the butterfly, and I'm going to choose this bright blue color. Blue and pink just are a perfect combo. So I'm going to do another layer, and again, I want to do drawing assist, and I'm going to work on the body. So I'm going to move the size of the pen tool down and just follow the lines. This is why we start with a good sketch. It makes this part a lot easier, so you don't have to figure things out if your sketch is already in place. So I'm going to thin the line again and make the antenna. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to go create another layer right above the butterfly body. And I'm going to do a clipping mask so that if I draw a line, it's outside of the butterfly, it will not appear. You can see here, there's a blue line, but you don't see it because you only see what's inside the butterfly. So let's go in here and start coloring in the butterfly. And color that in. And of course, I forgot again to do drawing assist with the mask. So let's do that again. All right, there we go. And then just color it in. Perfect. All right. And the next thing we're going to do is the second layer underneath. Oftentimes when I work with a color, I like to work with a light color, a mid-range, and a dark color. So the body of the butterfly is this light color. So I'm going to choose the mid-range. And I'm again going to do a clipping mask and drawing assist. And then we're going to fill in this second layer here. And it's just going to add some depth and texture to the butterfly. Perfect. Okay, and then next I'm going to do the lines of the butterfly, and I'm going to choose this dark colored pink, and I'm going to do it right above this pink layer but below the blue layer. And again, we'll do drawing assist, and this is where you really need to make sure with these fine lines you get it the right percent. So the line's not too thick and not too thin. So this one I like, so I'm going to start like this. And if you fall off the lines that you sketch, that's totally fine. A lot of times they do not have to stick exactly to the lines in the sketch. Okay, perfect. And if you want to see kind of how things are going, you can turn off your sketch layer and take a look. All right, then the next thing, I'm going to take the light pink again, and I'm going to start doing the circles above on the outer edge there. So I'm going to do drawing assist again, but I don't need the clipping mask because we're just going to do the circles on top. Now this, I don't really care about making perfect circles. I just go in and kind of have fun creating the circles. Like I said, Procreate allows for imperfections, and actually I like the look of it better when it has this hand-drawn quality to it. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to do the circles along the top here. So I'm going to grab the mid-range color, and we're going to stay on the same layer. And then again, just hand draw these circles. Voila, perfect. So we'll turn that off, and you can take a look at what the butterfly looks like. Now, if you feel like anything needs adjusting or fixing, like if you feel like these lines are too thin, you can make them thicker. But next we're going to move on to drawing the moth. Now for the moth, I'm going to make it in kind of moody blue and purple colors. So I'm going to start with the body, and it's going to be in this dark blue color. And again, don't forget to hit drawing assist. Try to start out with a body like this. And if you want, you can drag the, oops, I lost it there. You can start, oh, you can draw in the body like this. And if you don't want to color it in, one thing you can do is you can drag and drop the color in, and that goes a little bit faster. All right, and I'm going to make a layer above it and choose this bright blue, and I'm going to add the circles. Like I said, you can either make these perfect circles or imperfect circles by just hand drawing in what's perfect to your hand. All right, now I want to put the antenna below the body, so I'm going to put a layer beneath the blue body of the moth and create these lines. And again, I'm going to be telling you this over and over. Remember to put on drawing assist. Perfect. All right, now we're going to go to the very top and we're going to work on the wing. I'm going to start with like a light purple for the wing. Okay. And for here, just double check that we have drawing assist and trace the outline of the wing. And like I said, you can work on that shape and kind of hold it down. Oh, there it makes it into perfect circle. So sometimes it doesn't give you a perfect curve. It will go to a straight line. So just work on curving the shape around and coloring it in. For this, I'm gonna color it in to get the texture versus just dropping in the purple. Well, that takes a little bit more work, but since this is such a small area, I don't mind. All right, once you've got that colored in, I'm gonna go in and grab a light colored, lighter shade and do a clipping mask and drawing assist. I'm gonna color in this shape right here. All right. Then I'm going to draw in this little, make this light circle right here, a light color. Make a circle and fill it in. All right, next I'm going to do like an ombre effect with the wing. We've already got the light purple, so I'm going to choose a little bit darker purple. And I'm going to go right above the wing and I'm going to do clipping mask and a drawing assist. And then this, we're going to take this and color the until the tip of the end, or color it till you get to the end of the wing. All right, like I said, it's going to be an ombre effect. So I'm going to go in and grab the darker purple next, and we're going to make another layer above, and we're going to do drawing assist and outline that last little edge with the dark purple. Beautiful. All right, now you can turn off your sketch to see how everything looks. Looks like we forgot the dot on the moth. So let's add that in. Let's see. So we're just going to do drawing assist, okay? Right, there we go. You have your moth and your butterfly. I hope you found this tutorial fun and useful and you enjoyed drawing. All right, have fun and happy creating.